will walk you in there personally. We know the system corrupt. I tried to let them see who and what you was. I tried. Do you understand? But they don't know us. They don't know us from a can of paint. So I'm asking you to continue to do the right thing. I'm proud to see that you was bold enough to do this. But I feel like you coming to an end with it. You running out of resources. You running out of time. Let's end it. Let's end it. Let's end it now.
Alright, what's up with the YouTube fam? I'm back again with another video right now. Listen, this is another video pertaining to Antonine Massey. If you don't know who Antonine Massey is, he's one of the 10 inmates that broke out of the New Orleans jail and has been on the run for the past 2 to 3 weeks. Now his aunt came out with another video, and I'm guessing this is the one that happened right after he made the video yesterday. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, yes, the inmate that broke out, one of the last 2 that's out here, made a video yesterday. It's the last video that I posted. You can go watch that if you ain't seen it before. But basically, he was just pleading his case, talking about how innocent he was and stuff like that. And I'm gonna be talking about a couple of more of those things a little bit later on. But basically, you know, his aunt came out the other day and she was very upset. She was, you know, going off and things like that. And the second video that I added to this video says that she apologized about her behavior. Now, I don't know exactly what she's, you know, talking about, but she was going off. And a lot of things that she was doing is just out of love, frustration, and misplaced anger and things like that. But I am glad that she did come back and redeem herself, saying whatever she's about to say, because I don't know, I ain't watched the chit. Y'all know these are reactions, so we're finna jump into it and see what's actually going on with this whole situation. But it does sound like he's ready to surrender, or he's just basically, you know, pleading his case, asking for some type of help before he actually turns himself in, because I feel like we all know that if they get the drop on him, he could potentially be harmed. And that's one of the things I think that they're trying to prevent. But I do want to say, you know, if he did whatever they said he did, then he definitely needs to be in jail. But a couple of things that he did say kind of seemed believable. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. But the aunt has been saying that she wanted these videos to be spreaded out, you know, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go ahead and watch it and see what the hell is going on with the whole situation. He said a couple of things about you know, how he was let out and who let him out. And he said he was actually lied on by the guy who said that you know, he threatened him to let him out of jail. And we're gonna talk about that too. But look, I just want to say, man, I hope that everybody out there is okay. I'm wishing y'all nothing but the best in every aspect of y'all's life. And when I say that, I'm only talking to those who say it back to me in return, and to those who reciprocate the same energy back to me as well, but just not typing it out for whatever the reason may be. And yeah, man, you know, I want to also say, man, get y'all some tickets while y'all can. The tickets are still available. Y'all can jump down there. The ticket sale is off, but I still have it to where you can get you at least $1 per entry. So, you know, that's a good deal too. But anyway, go, man, let's go ahead and jump into this and see what's going on with it. Let's go.
Antoine, I'm sitting here and I'm listening to your video, and I see your video. I'm just happy to see that you are alive and not dead. Alive and not dead. But I know you a survivor. And I know God's words are real and they are powerful. I know that hearing your mama verse and my daddy verse was going to soften you. And I know you see how I done jumped out there in that water with you. Pastor Brown them have all this set up already for you. Call them. Call Pastor Brown now. Him and the major man who be in the courtrooms with all the heavy cases is willing to walk you in, son. I know you saw the videos. I know you see me how I jumped in that water with you. Call them. I'm happy to see you alive. I'm happy to see that you're doing the right thing. You're trying to do it safe. But you don't have to do this alone. We are here with you, son. The people is waiting on you. They will walk you in there personally. We know the system corrupt. I tried to let them see who and what you was. I tried. Do you understand? But they don't know us. They don't know us from a can of paint. So I'm asking you to continue to do the right thing. I'm proud to see that you was bold enough to do this. But I feel like you coming to an end with it. You running out of resources. You running out of time.
Okay, so look, I want to say with her saying that, they just made Pastor Brown hot as hell. You know, they're going to be looking for him to go to him, which I feel like that's still a safe thing to do because they going to make sure that he good. You can tell from what she's saying. Like, yeah, they're going to make sure this being recorded. It ain't finna be too much injustice that they can do. So he really needs to get to them, I believe. That's his best bet because trying to turn yourself, or he can just go up there his damn self to the front door. But so many different things can happen if you just don't have the proper people around you or the proper, you know, video footage and different things being filmed while you're there. But I do want to say, man, she ain't lying. He's coming to his end. You feel me? Like, you can't keep running. You can't keep going house to house and door to door because you're going to get people in trouble every single time. You feel where I'm coming from? But she ain't lying. She been riding hard as hell. And like I said before, this is very rare to see, you know, for your family to be going hard for you like this through anything. Now, people will go hard for you if you're doing everything right. But what about those who, you know, abandon you when you're going through hardships and things like that? That shit rare. And I really do commend her for that. I know some people going to be like, you tripping. I don't give a damn. I love people that love their people, you know. I really didn't see that shit growing up, so I really like to see that shit. You feel me? Like family sticking up for their family, being there for them. You know what I'm saying? Doing what family do. But I do want to say at the same time, she not condoning his behavior. She know he been tripping. She said that in the last video. He's a troubled child and all the other type of shit. She just want him to do the right thing. And that's what I think a lot of people are failing to realize. Like, sometimes the message just don't come out how you want it to come out. You feel me? But hey, it is what it is. Let's get back into the video.
Y'all, look, I'm going to make this video quick because y'all know I'm long-winded and I can do this all day long.
Yeah.
I'm coming on here because I feel in my heart of hearts as a woman of God, I have to clean up what I started. All right? I do. Because first of all, I feel that I owe you guys an apology for my behavior and how my message came off. But I was speaking from a place of passion and love, hurt, and fear. But for those who have a heart, I think y'all felt that and you understood that. But I genuinely want to apologize to you guys, not for what I said, but for how it was delivered. Secondly, I want to apologize to the people who've been following me from day one. My platform is not here to be built around no Antoine. I want y'all to follow me, not for the drama, but because you love what it is that I do. I'm a professional. I do hair. I've been doing hair all my life. I sell products. That's it. That's all. Okay? Now, yes, we have a family situation. And I know that who I needed to talk to on that video was on this platform. Now, let me say to you guys, family and friends, who y'all feel that I insulted, if you feel that I came off wrong and cocky, I did. I really did. Because y'all know that's not who I am. Y'all know that's not me. I'm a woman of God. I love people. All I want to do is help people. You understand what I'm saying? But the delivery was wrong. Shay, I know I pronounced the name wrong 100 times and went in on you hard. Even though there is a Reddy, God rest the dead, but y'all know who I was referring to. I apologize for putting you on Front Street like that. But I do not apologize for what I said about the videos. If y'all want to help my nephew, y'all do something that's encouraging and inspiring to lift him up. Y'all share his real life. I ain't even asking y'all to lie. If you want to share that he a criminal, I don't care. If you want to share that he bad shit crazy, whatever. But just share it in the right way. Not for clout, not for money, not for fame. Ain't nobody trying to get rich on this type of stuff, bro. This right here is a serious situation that my family is dealing with. And it really is. Dorian, thank you for going on there and clearing things up, and everybody else who did. I appreciate that. Now, for the naysayers, I ain't about to get flipped. But I want, for those who want to hear this, stick around. Because it's positive. It's very positive because I want to give y'all a little short Antonine Massey story. This is a little story time. Go get your popcorn, your wine, and your stuff, because I'm going to try to make this quick. Problem child, I meant to say yes. Disturbed, yes. Got every alphabet you want to name. A, D, D, C, 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 P, S, T, all of it. Not only him, but I got a child like that as well that's locked up in this system also. But let me tell y'all something about when you say upholding. That don't live here. Let me tell you what the real problem is. Overcompensating. Because we love them and we know they have problems. Now the true failure here is the system. Because there is no help for these boys. In between Antoine and my son has been nothing but medication and therapies their entire life. They already have behavior problems. Okay? Let's start with Antoine. 14 years old. You got a bid for 25, but you did 14. That wasn't a place for no baby to be at. Not with those type of behavior problems. You have behavior problems like doing stuff that get your butt whipped by your mama. Bad enough you already mourning the death of your father. Okay? You get 14 years in jail. They put you in a place with robbers. Killers. Rappist. They put you in a place with animals as a child. So these people is who raised you, formed you, shaped your mindset. Not us. Not us. Not me, not my sister, not my daddy, not my mama. No, we just overloved them. But we didn't shape his mindset. The system did. Okay? Instead of putting him in a program or some stuff that'll help him as a child to develop, no. They put him there. At the age of 18, you put that stuff in your face during a game for protection. Because whatever you was going through, you felt you needed. Then in the same breath, you spending time in a hole, 3 to 6 months at a time, in the hole. We trying to figure out, is he really cutting up like that in there? Or are you in there because you trying to save your life in there? You running from rapers in there. You running from people shaking you in there. Prison life. Come on. This a little boy. Antoine ain't no thug. Antoine ain't no hoodlum. He's a badass child. That's all he was when he went in there. Okay? So you got 14 years for these type of people to shape you and mold you. Now you home. You're free. We see even more problems. Now we see you dealing with PTSD. Try to get your help for that. But no, you okay. Now you in New Orleans. Beg you to leave. No, you don't want to leave. You want to come back and hang out with the same type of people that shape and form your mentality for 14 years because that's all you know. That's all you know. You come from people of God. You come from loving families. You come from people who work every day. You come from aunties that have businesses. You come from good. You a product of your environment. That have nothing to do with us. We are the ones that's suffering, trying to save you from yourself. So whatever it is that we have to do or need to do, we gonna do it because we love you. And we doing it for my brother. Do y'all understand that? But of course you don't. And I'm not looking for you to understand it. I'm clearing up the fact of we upholding him and all this. And the crazy auntie going wild and mad, and she's the reason why he's the way he is. Oh, no. Our system failed. And for all of y'all who live in Missouri, up north, Nebraska, Dakota, and all that, I'm happy y'all have the resources that y'all have, and y'all kids are excelling and doing well. Now, anyone in the South who may have those same type of resources, and please share, inform. I would love to have them. I would love to have them so that I can implement these things in the rest of our kids that's coming up behind mine and Antoine. Okay? I would love to do that. But unfortunately, we don't have those type of resources. Unfortunately, all we have is the doctor that's giving Adderall, Ritalin, and all this stuff. All that stuff don't do nothing but make matters worse. I did it for years. His mama did it for years. And then after a certain age, we can't make them take the medicine. We can't hold them down and throw it in their mouth. But you know what? I don't have to explain no further for those who know what I'm talking about, because they suffering with this same stuff with their own kids. Don't tell me nothing about it stored at home. That works for some, but not all. Because we're the family to where they had everything they needed. They had clothes, designer. They had food to eat. They had everything they needed for school. They had this. The only thing they was lacking was fathers and strong men in their life. You know how they say a woman can't raise a man? Well, you goddamn right we can't. Because we tried. We tried. So all you fathers out there that have all these kids and all these homes and y'all not being part of it, this is what you look for in your future sons coming up if you're not participating in their life. Look for this right here.
And the same thing goes for the women too that's having multiple babies by different men who they know aren't proper candidates. You feel where I'm coming from? I'm not saying that this got something to do with their family. I'm giving a PSA just like she's giving one. But a lot of things that she's saying is really, really true. You feel me? Now, I don't believe in making excuses for grown-ass men, but a lot of these things took place when they were kids. So, you know, some things is kind of understandable when they move a certain way. Now, putting hands on women and shit, I would never understand it and never go with it. And I'm only saying that because those are his alleged charges. But what he came out with yesterday kind of seemed like it's the truth. You feel me? Like, shit, he ain't really got a case. But I feel like, damn, with him breaking out, whatever you did do gonna trump that, because now they're gonna want to make an excuse. I mean, I said an excuse, an example out of you for breaking out of that jail. They want to make sure that everybody in the world know that you're going to get prosecuted to the maximum extent for breaking out of the jail. But it's just sad and unfortunate that, you know, a lot of people do fall victim to certain things growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really sad and unfortunate. But I know people who have risen past so many different things that they went through in their life and became, you know, good, strong men who went through the system like they went through the system and different things like that. But it's different strokes for different folks. Just because they did it don't mean that they probably had the capabilities or the mental capacity to do certain things the way that others did. And certain people handle traumas differently as well too. I'm only saying this because I can see both sides of it, where it's no excuse and I can see where they coming from. You feel where I'm coming from? If you don't, then it is what it is. But ultimately, I do feel like that with him doing whatever he did, it's gonna make it so much harder for the world to pay attention to what he trying to say. You know where I'm coming from when I say that? Like, they're gonna overlook that because what you just did gonna overshadow everything in your whole entire life. And people gonna continue to talk about this forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get where I'm coming from. Not just like forever, but it's gonna be talked about for a long period of time. It's definitely gonna be associated with him forever. They gonna bring this up anytime he do anything. But I want to know your thoughts and opinions. Do y'all feel like that he's innocent from what he said in this video the last time? If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go watch the last video. But let's get back into this. It's almost over. Let's go.
And for those who are in their father's life, I condone you, because I know there are plenty good fathers out there. Plenty good fathers out there. Yeah. I know that they are. But I also want to say this. And I'm going to get off of here because I feel like I've said enough. I covered everything that I needed to cover. All I want to say is that, Antoine, if you're looking at this, if you hear your auntie, because your little old auntie done made world star, child, go figure.
Everybody.
Little old me, on the damn shade room. If you hear this, baby, all I want you to do is turn yourself in. T.D. set it up to where Pastor Brown and some powerful authority men who's into politics with governors and stuff like that, they will walk you in there themselves. They will deliver you personally so they won't hurt you. I know you're afraid. They don't know you like we know you. They don't know you like we know you. We know you afraid, son. We know. You come off you hear this? Turn yourself in. Call Pastor Brown, bro. They gave you the number. Call the man. They say they left the number. Antoine, please call him. Call him. Please call him. They will walk you in. I need to sleep. I need to sleep. I got enough with Duda. You know this already. I got enough with Duda. Turn yourself in, baby. We love you. We praying for you. I hope you heard your mama voice. I hope you heard your papa voice. That was on the news yesterday. And we just want this to be over with. We just want it to be over with. That's all. We just want it to be over with. And please, don't come on my platform with your negative statements. If you love what I do, then that's fine. If you're here to be positive, then that's fine. But keep your opinions to yourself. And if you are a wonderful parent and you're raising your kids correctly, I condone you. I take my hat off to you that you never run into this, that you never have to experience such pain and fear and agony because you love your children and you know they ain't right and you know they need help. I hope you never have to endure it. I think I said enough, y'all. I love y'all. To all my cousins and family, I love y'all and I apologize again. God bless y'all. Bye.
Well, that's the end of that video, man. You know, I want to say, man, she's very compassionate. I feel where she's coming from in a lot of different instances. I just want to say, you know, at the end of the day, he just got to deal with his consequences of his own actions. Even if he is innocent, he still got out of the jail and you got to deal with it. But they know that already. And it's just so good and refreshing to see people holding people accountable for their mistakes and mishaps and shit like that. Even though you might think it's an excuse here and there, she still overall is holding him accountable for whatever the hell he done did. Still calling him a bad kid, different things like that, as far as like the way he was brought up and the things that he did as being a youth. But ultimately, you know, time will reveal what all happens in this case, and this is gonna bring so many different, you know, mixed emotions about a lot of different things. But hey, look, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this whole situation. We're gonna talk about everything in the comment section, and I will holler at y'all later on another video. All right.